Welcome, this is Monty, once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. We're a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. We have 24/65 tech, sales, and customer support. We have the largest inventory of items that not only can you buy, but you can rent or layaway as well. We have perhaps the largest video library and articles directory. The video library actually consists of hundreds of demonstration videos. We're demonstrating the GPS trackers, the bug detectors, the listening devices, including audio, what we call audio nullifiers. They defeat microphones and hidden listening devices. And then we also have a large inventory of body-worn hidden cameras. A lot of our customers like the eyeglasses and the keychains and the watches and a lot of those types of body-worn hidden cameras. Got a huge selection. Some of them look like water bottles or coffee makers, etc. And then we have a wide selection of anti-terrorist products. The anti-terrorist products are also a major addition to our inventory and major contribution to our company as well. Anti-terrorist products consist of, for instance, explosive detectors, narcotics detectors, X-ray baggage scanners. We're protecting a lot of airports. We're protecting Customs and Borders Patrol operations, and we're helping with churches, synagogues, embassies, federal buildings, post office, etc. A lot of those are protected by our equipment as well in the United States as well as outside the United States. Some of the countries where we ship our products to include, but are not limited to, Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Defense, Nigeria, universities and colleges over there. Even in Egypt, we have hotel chains using the explosive detectors, and as well as inside the United States. And you can be a customer too. We invite you to give us a call, and we'll consult with you and see if we can help you with your operations, no matter where you are, no matter how complex, okay? And what else? Oh yeah, the video library. Watch us demonstrate the videos. And then the articles directory. Learn about the latest in the anti-terrorist technology, the present, past, and future of anti-terrorist products. Learn about citizen surveillance. We've written extensively on the concept of citizen surveillance. That simply means that every citizen is now the local spy, or basically, since everyone has a camera, a cell phone with a camera, everyone is potentially a spy, and spying on the government, spying on each other, etc., etc. So this is a good check for law enforcement. A lot of citizens have been making sure that law enforcement is on their toes and doing the correct thing. So citizen surveillance is also contributing to a lot of success in fighting the war against terrorism as well. A lot of, for instance, in the Boston Marathon bombing incident, a lot of the success was attributed to citizens. Cell phone footage, videos, been contributed to law enforcement. So yeah, citizens provided a lot of that video and photo footage to law enforcement to help apprehend and bring that tragic situation to a conclusion. And so yeah, if you have any questions, just give us a call, 888-344-3742. 888-344-3742. This is a very lovely afternoon. It's probably going to rain any minute, who knows. But right now, very, very lovely. This is my typical walking path. Those of you who have been following us know that every Sunday at least, I think today's Sunday, can't remember. But we walk this walk and we relax. I think today is Monday actually. We walk this particular path. I kind of lose track since I'm self-employed. Every day seems to blur into the other one. But every Monday we walk this path and we get our 5 miles in, and we take it easy and we contemplate and we do a video or a podcast or something while we're walking. So it's a release, and it's a way of taking it easy and getting some fresh air and getting outdoors. Okay. So this is a very, very, we suggest this to everyone, get outdoors and get next to nature and breathe in the fresh air, a deep lung full of fresh air, and exhale, inhale, emptying those lungs out completely, and you will rejuvenate it and revigorate it so that when you do go back to work, you'll have a fresh frame of reference, and your mind will be uncluttered, at least for a little while, okay, until you can make it out again. This particular session, we want to talk about the Mexico and U.S. relations, okay? The Mexico and U.S. relations is kind of on pins and needles. Donald Trump is making a lot of bolstering comments about Mexico is not playing fair, and the borders are inundated with the most undesirable people coming into the United States, and the immigrants, and the drug cartels are taking over, and the trade deficit is a major issue with Donald Trump. And so it's a very contentious issue. We want to analyze it first from a security perspective, okay? So real quick, when you have a major trading partner bordering your country that's actually helping you to detect not only drug trafficking, not only immigrants coming over the border, but this partner is also helping you to keep track of terrorists and such coming into your country as well. That's what you call a real partnership, okay? Everyone has an obligation to help protect each other's borders. In our case, Mexico has played a vital role in helping us keep a check on terrorists coming across into the United States from Mexico, and trying to make a big dent in the narcotics trafficking as well, in addition to the immigrants coming across, okay? So these are three major areas, and they could pose major security risks if we don't keep good relations with Mexico. So I don't know whether or not, you guys consider the cost of the wall significant, but to pay the cost of protecting the borders all by ourselves, the southern border will be significant, okay? That means we have to have manpower, we have to have lives on the line, we have to have 24/7 surveillance. I'm in the surveillance and security business, so trust me, I would like nothing better to ship a lot of equipment down there, narcotics detectors, cameras for the desert, out in the desert, you name it, equipment to help control the immigrant population coming into the United States. So I have a conflict of interest, if you will, in terms of me benefiting personally or professionally. But at the same time, I think we should we shouldn't take for granted how much Mexico is actually doing and how much patience Mexico has actually gone through as far as trying to maintain good relations with the United States. Over the last 40 years, the United States hasn't been as honest in its dealings, hasn't been as faithful or committed to having good relations with Mexico. Okay, it's been up and down, contentious, very contentious. Starting with the land grab, taking tons of land from Mexico. So that didn't get us off to a very good start. But so this is a security issue. That's number one. And then there's the economic dilemma that we have to face as well. Donald Trump is under the impression that the trade deficit is solely benefiting Mexico to the detriment of the United States. But believe it or not, the more the standard of living goes up in Mexico because they're manufacturing goods for us, for our citizens, and from the rest of the world by way of our U.S. corporations being based over there. This is a good thing, okay, because that's going to bring their standard of living up. That's going to bring their income levels up, and then they can purchase more from us, and maybe we will get even more immigrants that have higher incomes, higher education levels from Mexico. So that's really something that's been overlooked. And Economics 101, and President Enrique Peña Nieto was saying the same thing, because he attended Wharton School of Finance, just like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a very sketchy past when it comes to his time spent at Warden. We don't know whether or not we want to take that for that, for being truth, or whether or not we just want to take it with a grain of salt, because lots of students, lots of administrators don't have a very vivid recall of Donald Trump and his minimum 2 years at Warden. So it seems like maybe it was fabricated, maybe he just attended for a very short period of time because his daddy was going to give him $1 million if he did, or something. Who knows what's going on there? But it seems to be very sketchy, like a lot of things that Donald Trump is saying right now. So anyway, from an economic standpoint, the trade deficit with Mexico and the other various countries, we really have to think about how that's actually calculated, because the GDP and other measures of determining how much money you're making, how much money you're losing when you're trading with other countries, a lot of that has to be revised. The GDP methodology is based upon a 50-year-old model that doesn't consider how much progress we made in terms of getting our hands on technology that allows us to be more productive. The smartphones, the iPads, the notepads, the laptops and desktops, all these things that help us communicate better and work harder and more efficiently, cloud-based services, IT being sourced in the cloud, whatever. All these things make us more productive. And believe it or not, the GDP, as measured by various countries, including the United States, doesn't consider these productivity gains, especially what's coming out of Silicon Valley. So, yeah, if we factor in or if we calculate GDP correctly, we probably wouldn't see the type of numbers that we see now. They could be a lot higher, okay? But, this is one thing we have to do, and I don't think Donald Trump and previous administrations have gotten around to taking a look at how we calculate productivity, not only in the United States, but outside the United States as well. So anyway, some of the rhetoric that Donald Trump is spouting right now in terms of trade deficits and surpluses with various countries is based upon a very, very old, antiquated methodology, and we need to revise that, because the cell phones, the one that I'm on, the one that I'm using right now, has allowed me to be very productive, and very productive. And if you multiply that by 350 people in the United States, at least of those who have smartphones, you're going to find that we're doing a lot more in the way of being more productive. A lot of you who work for companies that allow you to take your cell phone home, take your iPad, your notepad, your Samsung Galaxy, whatever it is, take those things home and communicate almost 24/7 with the job, that means you're more productive. So that's not factored into the productivity of the United States overall. So until we revise the way we calculate the productivity gains, including trade deficits and surpluses with various countries, because believe it or not, automobiles and the different things that we manufacture in one country is sourced out over 3 or 4 or 5 countries. So it's not good to say, it's not very revealing just to say we have a trade deficit with this country and a surplus with the other one, because one product could have 5 different places where it's actually manufactured in. Okay, so that means the integration right now is so tightly interwoven with various countries that we can't just isolate these particular countries and say this one is good and that one is bad, because that means that the product itself won't get made if we sever those relationships and become too protectionist. Anyway, we just wanted to say that Enrique Peña Nieto put it very, very eloquently when he talked about Donald Trump shouldn't worry so much about trade deficits and surpluses with Mexico. He talked about how we really need to take into consideration that the income levels over there, if they're rising, if the Mexican people are buying more goods and products from the United States, that works out in our best interest. And we get to take advantage of that and benefit from that. So anyway, he graduated from Warden, and that's verifiable as compared to Donald Trump. I'm not quite sure what his relationship with Warden was, because the more I research on people who remember him or don't remember him, whatever, it just sounds sketchy, like a lot of things we heard about this guy. Anyway, I want to get that out there and just let you guys know the security aspect is paramount, and we need to make sure that the terrorists and the drugs and the immigrants are one major mess waiting to explode, and it's going to cost us a lot more than I think what the wall is going to cost us. So you guys, we appreciate it when you join us in these particular sessions, and we welcome you back to the next session. And don't forget to get out, take advantage, like I am, of the nice clean air and the all of the things that go into when you're walking around beside a stream and all that, and get some fresh air and get some peace of mind. Okay? So share this with a friend, relative, enemy, associate. We don't really care who you share it with. Just share it with someone, and let's see if we can help to make the world a better place and safer place. And if you have any questions about bug detectors, X-ray baggage scanners, audio bugs, GPS trackers, etc., give us a call. They're all lifetime guaranteed and warranty, and we're available 24/7, 365. Give us a call, 888-344-3742. That's 888-344-3742. Okay? You guys have a great day. Thank you. Take care. Bye.